Approximately a 3-hour and 45-minute drive from Seattle, or a little bit longer if you're driving a Tesla and need to stop at a supercharger along the way, in eastern Washington is the town of Brewster. It is situated at the confluence of the Okanogan and Columbia rivers, and the terrain around you, apart from alongside the river, is hilly and with great views of the Cascade Mountains. It is also the home of the number 4 golf course in Washington State that opened about 6 years ago and is a link-style golf course more than 100 miles from the ocean. That makes it a lot easier to play because it does not get too windy in the afternoon like it would at Bandon Dunes alongside the ocean. Gamble Sands is very different to any golf course that you've ever played. It's lots of fun and gives you so many options when playing.
We're here at Gamble Sands in Brewster, Washington. Played around yesterday afternoon. Had a great caddy. The head pro here, Matthew, admits that caddy's the only guy that could beat him here at golf. I'm here by the cabins, and it's an extraordinary experience. I think one needs to go, if you're lucky enough to be invited to the guest houses at Pine Valley, you can walk right out the door and putt. You have the same experience here. This is a large green, walk right out your door and putt. It's a good way to end the evening with friends. You can't see over here, but there's a clubhouse, open fire pit, pool house. It's really a great place to come with friends and enjoy links golf in Central Washington, the Okanogan Valley, the Palouse. I would recommend that you come here, stay here at the cabin, and play a few rounds of golf.
I liked your South African reference there to a fire pool. That's what our previous president, Jacob Zuma, he built a swimming pool with taxpayers' money. And then a cabinet minister went along and tried to explain to everybody, of course it's not a swimming pool, it's a fire pool. When there's a fire, you pump water out onto the thing. So fire pool really has a different meaning in South Africa than here.
Michael, what are your thoughts after playing one round?
I struggled, Johnny, with the tight lies on the fairways yesterday. So I had some great drives. I thought I did really good long distance putts and everything else, but I was really struggling with short irons to take a pitching wedge onto the 18th, which I might mention is a par 5, and that was my second shot, and to then blast it 30 yards over, sort of in the teeth. That's not the way I want to end the day, but I think it's a fun course that can make it exciting for a lot of people because, as I said before, if you miss in certain places, it's going to make your shot look a lot better. But you've got to learn where those places are. I don't think you can learn that just in one round. That's the one side. I like the accommodation. I think it's they've seen what a lot of competitors are doing and they've upgraded the accommodation. Quite a few of these types of resorts have 2 basic accommodation. Yeah. And this is basic, but it just feels much smarter. Yeah. The interior design is nicer, and I slept beautifully in my room.
Yeah, I think you're referring to Chrome Lake. No, the rooms are great. Had a chance to speak this morning with the superintendent, discuss the golf course, the conditions, how it's grown in. It's soft opening in 2015. This is 2020. The course has grown in really well. It takes a while for a course to get its feet underneath of it, and I can tell you that the greens are fast and they're consistent throughout all 18 holes. We're on the practice green behind the cabins.
You should be putting. You're the master putter. But
and it's a large green.
But if I'm going to drain,
you can't even wide angle on the camera and get all of it. It's larger than the punch bowl, I believe. I don't know what the square footage is. I would say you come here and you can get the links experience. Links is firm turf, bump the ball on the ground,
Massive drives.
big drives, which is a lot of fun because it's firm. We're at elevation. Yesterday was 90, I think close to 95 degrees. I don't know that that necessarily needs to be links golf because we've definitely played other links courses that were windy and cold. And we had some wind, not so much wind, but definitely not disappointed that it's links golf because it certainly is that. It's rough on the edges, but then in great shape where you're supposed to be hitting the ball. Let me drop a few golf courses that this is very similar to in spirit because they're links course and they're heartland. Sagebrush in the Okanogan north of us in Canada, and also Prairie Club in Nebraska. I played Ryder Cup tournaments in both locations. Gamble Sand Soft Open in 2015. It's 2020 right now. They just opened up their cabins. It's great. It's a wonderful experience. I'm looking forward to the second round today. That is a good ball strike, a little bit left of your line.
To that bunker.
Yep, perfect. We're here at 4. Today it's back pin. We're playing at 185. We're trying to hit a shot about 170, 175, out to the left, just make a nice comfy par. Not a pin you'll want to attack today.
So tell me about this hole.
So we're at 5 here. Great par 4, long, about 450 today, even to a front pin. Number one goal off the tee is to hit a hard one up the left, get you on top of the plateau. Nice look in, don't have to deal with this bunker to the right. Position B, anything to the right of that goes to the bottom. Way 60 yards down that hill. Shorter shot, but it's going to be blind, and you're going to have to carry that bunker.
Okay.
Hope for a lucky bounce. That's, yeah, straight in. You're in trouble. I like it, but my caddy doesn't seem to. The 5th hole, you can sort of go up at the bunker up there, which I don't enjoy, and then get a chance to see the flag, or you can hit it a bit more right and then have a blind shot. So you can see I can't see the green at all, but I don't know that that's the end of the world. What would be fine if I can just actually hit some irons off these tight lies, where it doesn't matter how hard I hit the ground, I don't even take a divot. But anyway, you see I've blocked it right again. Unbelievable. But I've got the good bounce.
So long par 3 today, playing about 225, but it's downhill and we're aiming it out right at that bush there on the hill. And we're trying to hit something about 210, 215, and we're just going to let it play in from right to left.
And we're deliberately trying to miss the flag by 25, 30 yards right.
We're trying to land this 30 yards right of the green.
Wow.
Let it trundle down the hill.
Well, you have hit it exactly where you were told. Now let's watch that. Now surely it can't be that far right.
So we're at the top of the hill here, left it short. So we're gonna putt it way up this hill and just let it come down.
Like up
at that sprinkler head you see. Like,
yeah.
It's gonna, perfect putt comes down in the middle of those 2 sprinkler heads in front of us.
Okay, all I want to do is 3 putt from this range, right? Like 100 and something yards. In fact, 3 putt might be very good. What would you say, Matt? No, I'd say this is 100.
I'd say we're 3 putting this every time. we can get ambitious and try and 2 putt it.
I think I've got the putt. Slow down, baby. Slow down. Okay, not too much. I mean, that's not bad. It's a very interesting way to play golf.
All right, here we're at 7. It's a reachable par 5, great hole. Your eye kind of wants to take you over the bunker on the right. Long hitters can go that way, but it's not really necessary. We just want to take it left at that hill. Good visual is the center bunker there on 11. Anything hit on a straight line there falls off that hill to the right, middle of the fairway. Give us a look at getting home in 2.
My advice for you when you come here, play in the morning, bring suntan lotion. If you want to make YouTube videos, bring suntan lotion that doesn't contain zinc, otherwise you're going to go white like us. Johnny and I, unfortunately, don't go to style our hair and put it all together before we put one of those glamorous moves on. Certainly not me. Johnny will say he's at least got a better haircut than me. But I've been enjoying growing my hair long. I call this my COVID-19 hairstyle. But the real test is Medusa. Yeah, you said that. And I want to say, I mean, for all those guys that say quiet on the tee, professionals don't have to sit and listen to all of this stuff before they hit their ball. You know, it's not what I wanted, but it's hard enough, so it should be over that terrible stuff. I think that they exaggerate when they say this is so friendly that you can't lose your bloody drive. That's not true. I mean, if you hit a shitty shot, you're not going to see it. Oh, we found it, don't worry. It's a par 5.
It is a par 5.
Ooh.
Also another. Yeah.
Okay, we need to get back on the par train, but this is a par 5, so no damage done.
Okay, here we are at 8. It's another drivable par 4 for the longer hitters. There's a split fairway on the left, kind of like a bailout fairway on the right. Some center line bunkers here. We're just gonna aim between the first 2 bunkers, pretty much right at the pin, and let it fly.
That's much better, because I turned. You get the impression when you play this shot that you've got no space on the green behind, but you do have a little bit more. And you think in the beautiful valleys below. Oh, yes, some of the bad shots I've hit today. Yeah, I try to restrict my backswing at the last second. Not a good place to improvise. Okay, Johnny has got this ascendancy here. What have you got?
3-wood.
He's got a 3-wood. Ugly but effective.
The stinger.
That was a 3-wood stinger. I think that's good.
That's a great shot.
First one I really focused on and wasn't trying to see where the ball was going for a second or two.
It's nice, careful footwork right there.
You're definitely going to pick up speed down this, but once it gets down here, it tends to like not slow down, but almost. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I got it. Thank you.
Johnny's working with quite a slope here. He is a very good putter, but this is going to take quite some doing to get a 2-putt here. That ridge in particular is really going to accelerate the ball. That was a pretty good effort. Very badly filmed, but great effort. The halfway house also doubles up as the restaurant, because at the moment you can't eat inside, and a nice bar in there. And it's right on the 18th, and of course the practice range.
I would encourage anybody to come out here. I really like the play and stay aspect in this place. I've stayed and played at a number of places, and this is one of the best amenities, staff, and overall experience so far.
All right, the 10th. First 2 par 3s, pretty long. So giving us a break. We got 110 today to a front pin here at 10. We're trying to hit something right about that number. A little left of the pin gives us a good shot at a 1.
It's my sandwich. I've lost a little bit right. Ooh, bad bounce. This is where Johnny's been outplaying me. His par 3 play is normally very good.
Pretty good, not as good as the last one.
So you've got a little dry desert scenery as well, when you stray from the fairway like Johnny has over here. It's definitely a bit of a disadvantage. He's going to try and dance his way to victory from what I can see.
Golf shot.
I like the noise. This is the 13th hole. It's the highest point on the course. And it's turned into a beautiful warm day. As I say, really the right time to play here is get yourself a morning tea and chill out and relax in the afternoon. Oh, sliced it, but a decent slice. Get over that bunker. Get over that bunker. Get over that bunker. Yes, baby. Fairway. Whew. Sometimes this course is forgiving.
That is a good swing, Michael.
That's all of 230 at least before it lands. He's using the slope.
That's not enough, I don't think.
It should come back down on the green. It's getting up there. It's getting up there. Does it go to the right of the spine? It went to the left. Do you know how close you would have been? That's not bad.
That's a good try.
That's not bad. Yeah, I thought 6 inches. 6 inches, and you're on the right side of that hole, Johnny.
Okay, here we are at 14. This is my personal favorite hole. Got a lot of options with every pin every day. Today the pin is front, which means we want to take it out into the right fairway. Going to give us our best angle in. Just green opens up really nicely from the right fairway to this front pin.
Oh, you're using that other fairway. That's going to be an interesting result. The genius in this course is the different options you get. And some of them will really flatter you. For example, if Johnny had missed that high and left, it would bring it into the flag. If you put it past the flag, you could bring it back. That ball there actually missed left, it went high, up on that slope and came back. If you miss it right, you've got a bit of a hill to stop you. So it really makes the golf lots and lots of fun, and so many interesting options with massive mounds, sort of all the golf that we're used to on links courses, but with a twist of modern flair, fun, and bring your friends along and have some extremely interesting shots at times. A lot of the time it's just going to be conventional golf, but certainly forgiving if you know where the forgiving areas are. If you don't, and it's going to take you a few days to work it out, it could be quite brutal at times. That's my ball, the yellow ball. Johnny is going to give us how he had played. I'm planning to putt this, and I'm going to putt it way right of the flag. I'm going to putt towards where our caddy is. Johnny, where are you chipping it to?
I'm chipping it to, see the ball on the green?
Yeah.
I'm hitting it a little bit right of that.
Okay. With a lot of spin.
But I'm going to actually hit it into the hill before that.
Sure.
I'm going to try to spin it. It's going to get to the hill and run around, which means I got to clip it close on the bottom.
I think it's going to use that hill and just run miles past, or hit the flag and go in. Ooh, you missed by a centimeter, and now you've got 20 feet left. And now for something completely different, as Monty Python would say. I'm putting it much higher than people might think.
Point of interest.
Yeah, because I think if I get it there, it can just slow down, because a lot of them are going to take them 50 feet past.
I agree, I like it up here.
So I'm aiming probably 45, 50 feet to the right of the flag and hoping to hit it quite hard. Oh, that's a problem because it's going to gather speed. I didn't want to do that. That's going to gather speed. Come on, hit something slow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I blocked it a little bit too much uphill. Looks beautiful. Maybe not as long as you normally hit it, but it's on the fairway.
I love it!
And there I was, cruising to comfortable victory. I was 3 up, and I made a great putt to stay 2 up. And now I got out-putted on that bloody par 3. Is that a safe miss? It's going to be a 220-yard par 3. And the flag is tucked away by a hand amount, so not going to be the easiest shot in the world. That made such a good noise through the air. That's good.
Where's the cut?
That is good.
Part of the routing of Gamble Sands, they had to figure out how to get around the big sand ravine you see out here, and it runs the length of the golf course. You'll see it starting at hole 5. It comes into play on your right, and then coming down into 6, you actually play into it down into 6th green out of the hill. So then you continue back out to play 7, and the par 5 plays back around it. And you don't get back to the ravine until the 14th tee brings you back out and all the way back to the other side of it. It actually divides the property roughly into two big pieces. So 18 is a great par 5. Should be reachable for pretty much everybody if they're playing the right tees.
Okay.
We're just looking to aim one left center of the fairway, right down the middle, anywhere down the middle of the fairway. You're catching a speed slot, you're getting it down there.
Yeah, I missed it. It's going to be in the bunker.
Shit, same story as Johnny, further down in the bunker. Boy, the pressure's telling now. When you come in from a long, hot day on the golf course, you're definitely going to appreciate these very well air-conditioned rooms and nice little interior design. Very decent by golf course standards, much better than most golf courses these days have. A very nice, spacious bathroom with a nice big shower as well. And great views from your room. You've got chairs that you can sit on outside. Great big putting green straight outside that I think is probably 250 yards to run around it. Maybe more. Doesn't look as much as a 400-yard track, but it's definitely not short, and hordes of guys having fun normally. There's plenty of guys in the afternoon practicing their putting with a few drinks.
Here we are where you checked in less than 24 hours ago. The best thing was that we were able to plug in the Tesla because we needed to get back to Seattle. So Terry ran us a cord. We're charging
at 3 miles an hour, which is not ideal, but I'd recommend if you're coming from Seattle or somewhere else to a full charge at Clearlam.
You know, it'd be brilliant if you actually could hook up a power charger to the windmill
and
charge your Tesla.
With the second golf course on the way and good accommodation, although it is all largely fully booked, it is going to become much more popular in the years ahead because it has a winning formula and is very similar to a number of the successful multi-course venues of Mike Kaiser. Anybody who knows about the golf business will know that he produces a very good, profitable product, starting with Bandon Dunes, the amazing Cabot Cliffs, and Sand Valley. When you have more courses, you'll bring more people, and they're going to need to build a lot more of their very decent and well-designed accommodation. Gamble Sands really is already a place for buddies golfing trips, and it is only going to grow from strength to strength.